Holy shit!
Mercy. Mercy. No mercy. Mercy. Wait, I ain't supposed to be here raining on the top. Why? Cause I be in the hood like an engine block. Dude, that rhetoric you spit, I ain't hearing it. You got that epidural style, I ain't feeling it. Chicago is the city, I've heard others rap it before, but put it on the map, not really. I guess I'm feeling obligated to be the king of the shot, so sorry to all you dudes who gotta tolerate it. Mama, I finally made it, Papa, I'm finally faded. Scum, reverse of the bump, happy related. I'd rather set presidents to be inaugurated. You rather grip these balls to be incarcerated. Fine, I think what you seeking is weak without the weekend. Fur on the coat, oh, no Puerto Rican. Look, black beers being here is so mandatory. You about to witness the shit. End of the story.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Up off next. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Up off. Well, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's Thursday, dog. See, I still haven't came up with the name, and let me tell you why. I'm hearing that there are other platforms that got names for their days now. Last thing I want to do is come up with the name that someone else got, and then they jump up in my war room and they start saying that I bit this shit. I ain't got that kind of time. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz. Don't. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Let me see. Martin. Tiz. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Look, first I want to say this. Listen. Listen. We have a few things to talk about today. Devin the Dream Haney, Jamal Charlo, Jake Paul versus Rahman. And I think we'll get through everything today. Real quick, though. Oh, and I will be doing the What Up Bangers. Let me see what you have to say. Tyson Thursday. That Tyson Bell Thursday. Oh, my God. That'd be nice, too. Time for the Facts Thursday. Let me see. Throwdown Thursday. That'd be nice, too. Let me see. Biz. We could come up with the name in a war room. You got that right. You go ahead, sis. Let them know. ShowBizz, the unstoppable. Okay, so listen, time for the Facts Thursday. Threeman Thursdays, that'd be funny as hell. Let's talk. Frank Martin versus Chris Colbert. After Chris went running around the ring, All right, so listen, let's talk. Let's start off with Devin the Dream Haney. Now, Mauricio Suleiman, he said this. They were asking Mauricio Suleiman, and thanks to the ShowBizzness partner who hit me on Twitter, they were speaking to Mauricio Suleiman about Devin the Dream Haney and the franchise designation. Okay, so this is what Mauricio Suleiman said. We have not talked about it, talking about Mauricio Suleiman and Devin the Dream Haney. We have not talked about it. When everything was going on during this fight, I saw some posts and indirect media saying he will not care about the franchise title. He follows that up by saying this. So we need nothing. We did nothing. We have not done any paperwork about the franchise. It is a designation that benefits specifically in lightweight it gave it so much activity. Okay. If Devin does not want to enforce it, he is free right now to take on any fights. They say it's going to be a rematch in October, but I'm just enjoying the moment with Devin the Dream Haney. Thursday, absolutely. Tax that ass Thursday. Technique Thursday. Do the intro roar. Let me see. Hit the Tyson bell. Listen. What do you guys think about that? Because Devin the Dream Haney and many of you Haney fans, you wanted Devin the Dream Haney to become undisputed and said that he's going to do the right thing. He's going to drop the franchise designation. Remember that? There will be no franchise title with Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney, he hasn't said anything about it. Maybe he's just ignored it. Or maybe he wants to just keep them all. Hey, franchise title. Hey, I'm undisputed. I would like to know what you Devin Haney fans got to say. And I want to know, because I'm going to respond to you guys. And I want to know if everybody hit the like. Or if you guys, once again, just freeload. Let me see. See 58 likes. I don't know what's up with the support. Are you guys purposely not supporting? Is it a hate move? All you need to do is hit the like. Get people in here, hit the like. Let me play the hit the like song if you can. Close out the chat.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those.
I have people in the comment section all the time saying, what is going on with the likes, bro? I'm like, I have no idea. When it comes to us, this community, this showbiz, no, people like F you and your likes. Hard working, you got, the showbiz, multiverse, all those things. F you and your like. So here, listen, let me see. Make an account with the hit the like. Okay, hold on. Smash the like button. Let me see what you have to say. Haney beats everyone. Trust. See, you see that comment? I don't understand. Hey, what do you have to say about Devin Haney being franchise champion? Haney beats everyone. Trust. I don't. Okay, let's see if we can have somebody who can understand the question. Let me see what we got. Do you guys want Devin Haney to have the franchise? How is Haney not franchise champion? He didn't say he wasn't. Nobody said he wasn't. So let's go through it again. What Mauricio Suleiman said was that Devin Haney said himself. Devin Haney said himself, you know this, the boxing world know this, everybody knows this, that he's not interested in the franchise title. So they haven't brought it up with him. But he's saying if he wants to utilize it and become franchise champion, he can do so. If he doesn't want to exercise it, he doesn't have to. Hopefully that sinks in. So it's not that he's not the franchise champion. Devin Haney said himself that he doesn't want it. But Mauricio Suleiman ain't going to take it away. Hey, if you don't want to use it, don't use it. He deserves it. Okay, is that so? He deserves something that y'all hate? For so long, y'all didn't like the franchise title. How do you deserve something that sucks? Which one is it? Salate, nah, man, it's a paper championship. Okay, let me see. Shouldn't he use it to his benefit, make bigger fights? What I'm saying is the franchise title sucked when Teofimo Lopez had it, when Lomachenko had it, it was the Duck title. When Kambosos had it, it's the Duck title. It sucks. My thing is, you Haney fans, do you hate it now that Haney got it? I'm asking. It sucks. Oh, so he thinking of vacating. You don't vacate it. It's over. You just don't utilize it. I'm not, nobody else gets it. That's not how it works. I'm asking you guys. We didn't like it when Loma ducked fighters by using it. Okay. So it sucks. You know how it is. Everyone gets a medal. I'm asking. It's terrible. Okay. Now, let me hit you with this rebuttal. Devin Haney is outgrowing 135. If he stays franchise champion, if he utilizes it, as soon as he goes up to 140, he can fight Josh Taylor. That's what the franchise title does. As soon as he goes up, he's ranked number 1. It's just like the WBO. As soon as he goes up, he can fight Josh Taylor, bam, and utilize his franchise title. So y'all feel, Devin Haney fans, let's just make this official. Y'all feel that when Devin Haney goes up to 140, he shouldn't have that benefit that Terrence Crawford got to fight Jeff Horn, that Usyk got to fight AJ. He shouldn't have that benefit. He has to vacate all his titles and start all the way over at 140, right? Right? No. It's not just a trophy. It has perks. So understand what the franchise title does. It's a loop. It's the WBO thing. It's the Super WBA thing. Is that what he's saying? It sucks when it's used to call yourself undisputed without actually cleaning house. But if you're undisputed and use it to move up and fight the champ, yeah. Okay, so it's cool for Devin Haney. Right? It's cool for Devin Haney. I hear you, Charles Baker. So you like the franchise title. Now that Devin Haney is undisputed, you like the franchise title. You like what it does as long as it's in the hands of somebody who has the regular title too. Because the whole idea of the franchise title is you drop the WBC regular title. Soon as you say, I'm going to activate the franchise title, I'm the man, you drop the WBC regular title. Those are the rules. So I'm just asking. I'm a little confused, so I'm asking, do you like it or not? Random Gary Antoine Russell got the Porter Grill. It's a terrible idea. Okay. Too many loopholes. Okay. It's cool for undisputed. You have to use it to make fight not duck. Well, hold on. If with Devin Haney having the franchise title, if Lomachenko becomes his mandatory, he can go up to 140 and duck Lomachenko, right? He could duck him back. How about that? Right? If Tank Davis becomes his mandatory, he could just move right up. He got the franchise title. He could duck Tank Davis. So it's okay for undisputed fighters to duck, right? I'm just asking, which one is it? It's okay for undisputed fighters to duck. Charles Baker, it's okay for undisputed fighters, now that Devin Haney's undisputed, it's okay for him to duck. It's a ducking title. Yeah? No facts. No, I don't like the duck title. Okay, so Devin Haney should not activate the franchise title. And Devin Haney, if he goes up to 140, he should not be thrown as a mandatory for the undisputed. He has to work his way up the ranks. Fine. Now, what I don't want to hear is that the WBC or anybody is doing Devin Haney wrong now that he's not the franchise champion. That's all. Y'all good? Because Devin Haney, his whole thing was making a heroic move, a heroic stance for boxing like Canelo Alvarez, and not activating the franchise title. Facts. Fine. That's all I need to know. Because what I'm getting on Twitter and what I was getting in a DM was they did not make Devin Haney franchise champion. What do you think about that, ShowBizz? So we got the air clean. Yep, that's fair. Sure. Fine. We got the air clean. So the franchise title is bad no matter who holds it. Good. So now you have ground to stand on. The WBC, You got Canelo Alvarez not activating the franchise title. He's undisputed at 168. And you have Devin the Dream Haney. He hasn't activated the franchise title. He's undisputed at lightweight. Who's left? Estrada, franchise champion. If you get all these fighters to deactivate it, then nobody's going to pick it up. For what? All right, we came to a solution. I don't want to hear anything about Devin the Dream Haney not having a franchise title and he's being treated unfairly or anything like that. Everybody, give it up for the Varney Hills Box.
Bring on this with the laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The Varney man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, I love it. Now we're ready. Okay, these boxing politics are confusing. Charlo what? I don't understand the Charlo thing. Just Charlo question mark? I hear you. Let me see. Does that mean I could have a WBC belt? I don't know what that means. Let me see. Good job, ShowBizz. 100%. I'm just saying there's, look, do we have a bunch of people watching this show every day? No, but we have the right people watching this show. Sometimes it's not how many who watches you, it's who. Okay? So as far as this community, we have all in the war room came to that conclusion. It wasn't good for Loma. It wasn't good for Canelo. It's not good for Devin Haney. It's not good for whoever holds it. The franchise title should not be an activated title. And that's our stance now. Let me see what James West got to say. Ain't nothing but against the party. Flex on him. See. Pow. King Kong West. Yay. All right. Okay, let's move on. Did you guys hear? Because I got the receipts. Hold on. Charlo, Olive Garden, breast, stickhead ass. Hey, brother, Sada.
God damn, that boy can sing.
You killed him on that one. Okay, before we get to Charlo, let's talk some Jake Paul and Rahman. Listen. Appreciate it, Biz. Much love to you, James West. Listen, did you hear, because I got the receipts, you hear what Rahman said about Jake Paul? I mean, Rahman Sr., Papa. What Papa said about his son versus Jake Paul? I want to know if you guys agree with this, because what I have for you guys are the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker! Listen, let me give you guys the Black Two Sugars. This is from Fight Hype.
You get a lesson, the L, which he got an L, the lesson he got, he learned from it, and he start picking up his conditioning.
Any chance Rock Jr. looked a little too good in there?
I mean, if he get the chicken pox all of a sudden in the next couple of days, then we know what's up. You know, they wanted a depleted, weak version of my son that they could run through. It's going to be a real fight. Jake is in for a real fight, and I don't know if he signed up for a real fight. I don't think he signed up for a real fight, but he's going to be in for a real fight. We already know what Jake's going to do. Jake can't do anything else. You know, Jake is a 1-2 guy. That's it. A jab to the chest, an overhand right. We confident of winning by knockout.
When you got an 8-inch disadvantage in reach, that means you got to cut the distance.
In order for him to hit Junior with anything, he's in range. And if he's in range, he's in trouble. Then he may not want to box again. And if he do try boxing again, he may want to go down a level or two. I see Jake getting knocked out 5th, 6th round.
Let me see what you have to say. How is Jake Paul the favorite? I don't know. You tell me. Charles Baker, let me see. Sanate trying to represent for you bald brothers. Damn. Soleil, what do we wait? Look. Check this out. 8-inch reach disadvantage. Hey, look. I don't know how Jake Paul is the favorite. I want to run something by you guys. Check out where is it? Check out what the New York State Athletic Commission. Check out what the New York State Athletic Commission said. Did you guys see what the New York State Athletic Commission said? Hold on. The WBC should discontinue the franchise title, and everyone at 135 should be gunning for all of Haney's belts, which Haney's got all the belts. He should not need to chase challengers. Well, he's not chasing anybody. He's not. He's undisputed. But absolutely, they should deactivate the franchise title. Okay. Check out, did y'all see what the New York State Athletic Commission said? Check this out. They said Jake Paul was told not to fight Hakeem Rahman Jr. by the New York State Athletic Commission because 13-time pro fighter had too much experience for the YouTube novice. This fight is a health issue. You Jake Paulers out there don't understand. If this fight is real, if there's nothing in that contract making this fight fugazi, this fight is a health issue. The New York State Commission didn't want to approve it. This fight is dangerous. Seriously. Jake Paul is a novice. Hakeem Rahman over 100 amateur bouts, 13 pro fights. Jake Paul, no amateur. He ain't been getting beat in his head, punched on the chin his whole life. There is a reason why pro fighters' hands are licensed. They are weapons. They are weapons. If there's nothing in this contract making this fight fugazi, this fight is a health issue. That's why I'm blown away and totally confused by how many of you Jake Paulers out there acting like this guy, that Hakeem Rahman, is going to be easy work. Talking about what is Rahman going to do to prepare for Jake Paul. What the hell is Jake Paul going to do against Hakeem Rahman? That's the question. If you don't know, if you are into, like Kenneth Wallace, he's into the world of make-believe, which is fine. But if you're into that world of make-believe, bro, you're going to have to wisen up. Jake Paul has never fought anyone with a winning boxing record. Let me take you one further. He hasn't fought anyone with a boxing record. Kenneth Wallace thinks Jake Paul is going to be able to do to Rahman what a 20-0 fighter with 18 KOs, pro fighter, did to Rahman. The make-believe world thinking that social media is real. That's him. What I'm saying is, in real life, this is a health issue. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. You capping, man. Okay, what am I lying about? What I need to know what I'm lying about. I'm capping. What am I lying about? The New York, Google it. Look it up your damn self. The New York State Commission did not want this fight to take place. That's not me lying. That's what's reported. What am I capping about? Hasim Rahman, over 100 amateur bouts. That's the facts. Did I lie about that? Hasim Rahman, 13 pro fights. Did I lie about that? Jake Paul, no amateur background. Am I lying about that? Or are you just being a dumbass? Jake Paul, he's 5-0. Did anyone have a boxing record? No. Am I lying about that? Oh, Tyron Woodley did. He was 0-1 against Jake Paul. So that's the cap. Professional fighters' hands are licensed. That's just the truth. You don't know what the word capping means, and I'm older than you. I'm sure of it. Let me see. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. Much love to you. What else we got? Optimus Prime. Flex on them and roll out. Let me see. See, pow. Keep my wife's name, Pine on you. Thank you so much, brother. Let me see what else we got. James West, ain't nothing but a gangster party. Hit the Tyson bell. My man, you ain't lying, but Rahman is losing biz because popularity, social media. Kenneth Wallace, because for you, the fairy tale is real. Social media, popularity. But you're not thinking about just the common sense. You don't have it. It's not there, right? You believe the fairy tale is real. Now, if there's something in the contract, for sure he's losing. For sure. But the thing is, they did not expect Rahman to take the fight. And it is not too late for Jake Paul to run away. Hasim Rahman Sr. had a very good point. He may not fight again. If so, he's going to take on lesser opponents. And here's my thing. That's where I wanted Jake Paul. I told you guys, I was excited about Jake Paul. Fight a bodybuilder, fight a WWE wrestler, fight game, fight a rapper. That's where he's at. Another YouTuber, have a good time. And if you want to push yourself, a UFC fighter, that's him. Never, not once, did I think he should fight a guy like this. That's a health issue. I also said, many people also said, ShowBizz, you said that Jake Paul was good for boxing. You got on your soapbox yesterday. Now you're contradicting yourself. No, I'm not. Ultimately, let me run this down for you guys who don't understand. Ultimately, Jake Paul and this YouTube thing is good for boxing. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. Okay. Ultimately, it is. And if I boycott the fight, that doesn't help. Let me tell you why. Me preaching to the choir does not help boxing grow. I have to reach those who would in any other circumstances wouldn't even search boxing in YouTube. So I call the fight, I get them in, and then we speak about boxing positively. We talk about Rocky Marciano versus Jack Dempsey, Muhammad Ali versus Tyson Fury. We talk about those things. How many of you in the war room have said to me many times, I was a casual until I found you? Many of you found me based on ESPC, a boxing game, right? Maybe fight night. Maybe a live stream of something else. Maybe it was Jake Paul. Maybe it was UFC. And I converted y'all from casuals to diehard boxing fans. We're going to keep doing what we do. I know what I'm doing. Ultimately, it is good. The problem is, right, Best Life? The problem is when you have people like Kenneth Wallace who literally think that these social media guys will slaughter pro fighters. That's when there's a problem. And then there's a problem when you don't know the difference, that this is for fun. This is a performance. And this is the real deal. You convert WWE wrestling fans to NCAA Roman, you know what I mean? Greco-Roman wrestling, true wrestling. You convert them over. Let me see. A new member, baby, bye. Let me see what else we have to say. I think I got another one. Biz, last night I got in a fight at a club, and I think my girl spiked my water, and the other guy had egg-shaped form. Oh, you took an L, Boogie? That's all right, playboy. We all lose. Sometimes. Didn't Rahman Sr. say that about his son? He learned from his loss against Kenzie Morrison. A real loss, a real fight against a 20-0 fighter with 18 KOs in the heavyweight division. Let me just size these guys up. Let me hope you're right, Biz, but you got some explaining if Jake wins. I don't have to explain shit. Sadate, he's good for boxing exposure. He's not good for boxing technique, aficionados. Yep, of the exact. You're absolutely right. Let me give my man his rose. The Sadate's been on a roll. He ain't been wrong in the past, 12 weeks.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
He said it better than I could. Chrissy, I hope you're right, Biz, but you got some explaining to do if Jake wins. No, I don't. If Jake wins, that guy is a rare thing. If he wins, I'll be like, holy shit. If he really wins, if Rahman didn't let him knock, if he really outbosses Rahman and beat him up, I'll be like, my God, that's not explaining. I ain't explaining nothing. He explained to me through his performance that he's real. That would be the case. And that's good to know. But if you want me to give you my analysis based on boxing history and everything I know, this is a health issue. It's not about me explaining. I don't make the fights happen. I'm not in there. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just like you watching it. The only thing I can explain is how he beat him. And I'll be like, Jake Paul's the truth. That's it. There's nothing to explain. Dude's the damn truth. I didn't lose. Right? I know I'm putting 10,000 on the fight. Well, I can't even put a 10,000 on just the winner, because if you put 10, the fight is so close. The number, the odds are so close. If I put 10,000 on it, I only get a $500 win. I need to go for the knockout to win something big. Flex on him. Seep, pow. King Kong ain't got grit on me. Pine oil. Thursday think tank. Think about Thursday special ed. Thursday thoughts. Could be. I'm still not ready yet. Let me see. You going to get to the bag. I got 5,000 on Rock Jr. There you go. A new member, baby. They didn't think Jake was going to, that Rahman was going to take the fight. Thank you so much, my brother, for the super chat. Explaining to do. They even took a bet off of DraftKings Vegas Worry. See? Wish I put 1K when available. Yeah. They're taking, go to right now. Check this out. If you go to busr.com/showbiz, place a bet on your favorite fights. That's busr.com/showbiz. If you place a bet on this fight, I don't see the prop bets for knockouts, decision. I gotta talk to BUSR. They only got the win and a loss. They don't have the prop bets. I need to see what's going on, dude. I'm telling you, Jake Paul, if he bailed, I wouldn't blame him. This is a health issue. If he beats Ra, he has to be as serious about boxing as he says he is. Yeah, which would be detrimental to his career. If he beats Rahman, he beat a heavy. Let me break this down for you guys. Jake Paul is 6'1" with a 76 arm reach. Rahman is 6'3" with an 82-inch arm reach. With over 100 amateur fights, with 13 pro fights at heavyweight. This ain't cool. If you are a Jake Pauler, you should be worried. You should be worried. If you are a Jake Pauler, you should be worried. And here's a...
All right, shit room. Shut up for a second. Pena versus Nunes 2 this weekend. Here's my prediction. I think Nunes was doing very good against Pena in the first round. She was all striking her, knocking her down multiple times, and it seems like Nunes was controlling her on the ground, which may have not really been the case, and we'll get to that in a second. In the second round, everything just changed. Pena striking Nunes over and over again with the dip and jab. There was nothing Nunes can do about it. And no time did it dawn on Nunes to slip the jab and land an uppercut. But a few things could have caused this. Maybe Nunes took Pena very lightly. What I think it was this right-left hook combination. Stunned Nunes, and it was hard to tell, but Nunes was rocked for the rest of the fight. She was repeatedly being landed on by Pena, and this reminds me of how Holly Holmes was landing on Ronda Rousey in their fight. I think Nunes wasn't mentally there after getting rocked by that left hook from Pena. So much so that when Pena dropped Nunes, she was able to choke her and tap her out without sinking the hooks in and without getting under the throat much. Nunes practically quit on her knees. I think in the second fight it's going to be slightly different. I think Nunes is going to be ready and have answers for the dip and jab. But I think the rubber meets the road when Nunes jumps on Pena for a ground and pound. And that's where I think the displaced confidence of the first round come in. I think in the second fight, Nunes wins standing up, it goes to the ground, and Pena taps Nunes again. I got Pena. All right, shit room, shit biz, get back to your shitty show. Goodbye.
I was on the roll. I thought Lifeless was gone for good. He got Pena again. I got Nunes. I think Nunes is hungry again, and that's what she needed. She needed her ass whipped. I don't think Pena's as good as Nunes, but he got a good point. Pena was getting busy with Nunes on the ground. I'll be calling that fight this weekend on top of Danny Swift Garcia. I'll be calling the fights. I want to know who you got your money on. You guys going to place the bet on BUSR.com? Go to BUSR.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. I'm placing a bet. Probably put $100 on Nunes. I'll probably do it live that night. And, you know, I mean, look, there's perks to placing bet on this fight too. You can be one of 10 who can win a mystery box. That's thousands of dollars. They have a winner every week. They have 10 winners every week. You can be one of them. All right, so let me see what you got to say. But you had Jake knocking out Tommy Fury. Here's the thing. Do you know Tommy Fury's background? Do you know that was a better fight? Do you know who Tommy Fury is? Do you know? I know he's a professional fighter now, but do you know why he looks so bad? Do you know he was a social media guy before boxing? It was perfect. He's a social media guy before boxing. So is Jake Paul. That's different. That's different than how Rahman's been coming up. That's different. If you don't know this, that's different. Follow Tommy Fury. Check out Tommy Fury. Check him out. That's not what Rahman is on. Yeah, Tommy Fury is horrific. Let me see. Lifeless sound like blue. Stop, man. What else we got? Thank you so much for the super sticker. Let me see. Can't take Lifeless seriously with a PM Dawn coat on. Where we at?
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shaboing boing.
Yeah, he was a reality TV star in the UK. So my man don't know who Tommy Fury is, so he just so let's go on. Did you guys you guys remember, let's talk about Jamal Charlo. You guys remember yesterday when Jamal Charlo just making sure I'm covering everything. All right, good. When Jamal Charlo called out everybody. And I read that he called out Oscar De La Hoya. And I said, no way in hell. Well, I got the receipts. Where we at? I got the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Jamal Charlo called out Oscar De La Hoya. Now, this is, and I put in here what I said yesterday. I'm wearing a BUSR shirt yesterday, too. But so you guys know that's footage from yesterday. Check this out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
Y'all, I want to fight Oscar De La Hoya, David Benavidez, Demetrius Andrade, and who else? And Chris Eubank, whatever his name is. GGG too. I'll fight GG.
Oscar De La Hoya. I want to fight. I want to fight Oscar De La. All right. I'm going to act like he didn't say that. There's no way he said that.
Y'all, I want to fight Oscar De La Hoya.
Somebody said that Lifeless should call it the piss room because we're always number one. Optimus Prime, better late than never. Hey, Jamal Charlo called out Oscar De La Hoya, fam. Oh, why the long face, Charlo? Hey, stop, Sanate. Let me see. Why did he say Oscar De La Hoya? Drunk mode. Maybe he meant somebody else. But I do have good news. Check this out. About Charlo, about Jamal Charlo. I have good news. Check this out. Maybe I don't. Oh, here it is. According to Chris Mannix, Jamal Charlo could reschedule his fight with Selechi. He can reschedule his fight with Selechi. Remember, he had a back issue. There's been internal discussions about Danny Jacobs, which is better than damn Selechi. All right. And if you are hyped about Danny Jacobs, give Canelo his credit for whipping Danny Jacobs. Triple G beat him too. Don't be excited about Jamal Charlo fighting Danny Jacobs, and then don't say, hey, that was a good fight for Canelo Alvarez. All right. Everybody got to be unbiased. But the biggest fight available to him is Boo Boo Andrade. No network promoter issues. Hope, as Charlo said, it gets done. There's a chance that we can get Jamal Charlo versus at least Danny Jacobs. But tops, Boo Boo Andrade. We can get Charlo versus Andrade. He can reschedule the fight with Selechi and negotiate a fight with Boo Boo Andrade. If he doesn't negotiate that fight, if that fight doesn't happen, something's horribly wrong. They both are available. If that fight doesn't happen, something is horribly wrong. At least something is as wrong as it was when Canelo didn't fight Andrade. All right? We will have to know the common denominator is Andrade. So we have to know if it's from Andrade's side that's fumbling the ball, or is everybody afraid of Andrade? Not afraid of him physically, just don't feel like it. When Devin Haney, another fighter, you just don't feel like it. Oh, let me see. Biz, sup with you? This has to be the most trash talking non-fighting era in boxing. Until the fight is announced, it's just a bunch of jaw jack. Okay, you're right. Let's give my man his love for that. Let's give him his love.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
We're just trying to make it to Saturday, brother, for the fights. All right, we're just trying to make it to Saturday. What else we got? Because I have nothing against what you just said. Andrade gonna stop. Rosado 100%. Boo bum. Andrade D for your information. Oh my Jesus. I'll believe it when I see it. So forget it. This is bad to talk about because you guys are absolutely right. There's no sense of, come on, this is the war room. There's no sense of us. We were doing better when Lifeless came on talking about Pena versus Nunes. No sense of us talking about it. We don't know what the hell, if it's even close to being made. We don't even know. We don't know what the hell's going on. You got one war room, old showbiz. Let me see what else we got. Sadate, I just want Charlo to fight. Stop like head ass. More than war room. Quick takeaway. Win, and I mean win. Triple G loses his crusade at 168. He'll still have the belts to bet against Andrade and Charlo at 160. I think that Triple G is only still fighting because he wanted that last fight with Canelo. That's the only reason why he hung around. That's the only reason why he signed with the Zone. That's it. Let me see. No, he said his name, so we're gonna egg that on. As a Charlo fan, I understand, right? Because it's like, yo, let's get this, let's make this happen. But it's a waste of air right now. I mean, and that's not a Charlo thing. The war room's talking about that's anybody thing. The war room is like, let's not talk about the fantasy shit. And they're right. They're throwing my argument back at me, and you guys are absolutely right. So what the hell am I doing? Let me see. James West, ain't nothing but a gangster party. Flex on him. Seep. Pow. King Kong hit the Tyson bell. West. Yay. Let me see. I agree. Okay, then let's move on. Let's take a quick break before the Twitter fingers, and let's look at a very, very, very quick KO reel.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Knockouts. Knockouts.
Why did he do that with his legs? Have my man looking like the scarecrow for the Wizard of Oz. First, they took my legs off and they threw them over there. Then they took my arms off and they threw them over there. First, they took my legs off and they threw them over there. Flying monkey's head. Hold on, dog. One more before the Twitter fingers. I hate the Twitter fingers. Just one more.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Knockouts.
That dude did a spin like Michael Jackson. Oh, shit. Look like you were trying to get water from a well, dog. He did a spin.
Knockouts.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what up, War Room? What up, Biz? What's going on with you, player? Everybody, make sure you hit the like before we do the Twitter fingers. Oh, wow, homie. Who got KO wearing the Dave Chappelle jersey? And that's the black two sugars. Okay, let's go. We got 10 minutes. Let's stop playing. Let's get this hour done. We got 10 minutes. All right, Flipper. Okay. Worst part of the day. Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers.
Twitter finger.
Oh, yeah, that was me. ShowBizz, you seen PC clip of Thwayman playing the flute. Oh, hell. Who the hell do you think he is? Andre 3000. All right, here we go. Okay. Jamal Charlo. Oh, hell. I thought we were off this. Sorry. Jamal Charlo on Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G. Triple G 3. Okay, for Triple G should not be fighting Canelo. Canelo already beat your ass. So fight me now. See, that's it, you know. The fight is dead. Charlo, the fight is scheduled. It's made. It's September. There's money behind it. They already got press conferences. For this to be, Triple G should not be fighting Canelo. Fight me now. That now you're just talking. You're late. Now you're just talking. That's like if somebody's in your face, they turn around and go home, and you're like, yeah, if you really want to fight, fight me now. I'm home now. I'm at the crib now. I'm frustrated. The best channel by landslide. Love you, boy. Love you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Oh my God. Charlo need to fight like Charlo. Charlo, I love you like a play cousin, brother. Jamel, beast. But Jamal, I got you. I love you, brother. You my guy. I got you.
That comment was dumb.
Okay. Eddie Hearn on Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora. I hate Twitter fingers, dog. I'm ready for this week to be over with. I need this week to be over with. I need next week is going to be better. This is the type of shit that's on Twitter right now. This is going to irritate me for it to just name tastes like ass when you speak it. Eddie Hearn on Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora 3. I think someone from Tyson's team has reached out to Chisora about fighting him in December. Who knows whether he's going to come back? I don't know. Hey, listen. AJ, if AJ beats Usyk, he's greater than Tyson Fury. And that's the black two sugars. That's the black. If he beats Usyk, he's greater than Tyson Fury. This man talking about Derek Chisora 3, bro. And Thor, a wrestler, or whatever. Let's move on. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn is just one of those fights that comes around once in a lifetime, but it's got to be right because it's not a cash out fight for us. Conor is a huge star with a huge future. We believe he can beat Eubank Jr. The thing about Eddie Hearn, I like Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn he make fights where he put his guys at risk. AJ, the way he moved AJ along, you're going to get your ass whipped. Think about Josh Warrington. Think of how, and you got to love Eddie Hearn for that. All his fighters, Conor Benn versus Eubank is a huge risk for Conor Benn as a welterweight becoming that guy. He's a star. Conor Benn is becoming this. You can start talking to him with Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis, and to throw him up against a middleweight trained by Roy Jones Jr., who's been looking great lately. That's Eddie Hearn. I mean, I love it. I don't know who will win that fight. I'm nervous. Nigel Benn, I'm a bigger fan of, but I'm a huge fan of Roy Jones. I love it. Okay. But it's not what would be considered smart for today. It's dumb as shit. But that's what makes it so great. Is that it's dumb. But that's what makes it so great. I love it. I'm scared for Conor Benn. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm scared for Conor Benn against him. 100%. Enough said, ShowBizz. Yeah, you gotta leave that alone, bro. But they talking about making that fight at the catch weight. Beautiful for us. Watching some good fights. Beautiful for us. If Conor Benn beats Eubanks, brother, you don't mention that. You don't mention Boots or anybody without Conor Benn at that point. All right. Leonard Ellerby, he says this. Most of these fans are clueless when it comes to how much fighters generate. Oh, I don't think we give a damn. Oh, well, maybe people do. I don't give a damn. There's an enormous gap between a guy who's generating all of the revenue and the guy who can generate a small fraction of the revenue. Oh, Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford or whatever. Okay. It's hard as hell. I repeat, hard as hell to become an attraction. I don't care. I'm not trying to become a promoter or a manager, so this doesn't. I don't give a shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't care. I just make the fights. Y'all make the fights. My job is to watch it and yell. Okay, y'all make the fights though. I don't care. All right, here we go. Wait, what else we got? G-Man's son is trained by Julian Jackson. G-Man's son. G-Man got a son? I didn't know the G-Man had a son. He's getting trained by Julian Jackson. That's like Rocky Marciano training Creed, Adonis Creed. Is that true? I need to look into that. Is that real? Oh my God, that's crazy. Okay. Let's move forward. Oh, thank God. Those are the Twitter fingers. That's it. Oh God.
Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers.
He's talking about Tank. I don't care. I don't care. Let's make the fights. Make the fights. I heard somebody say that, and let's end with this. Okay. Somebody was talking about Optimus Prime. I'm trying to remember where I got this from. I wouldn't be surprised if Eddie gets Sean Porter out of retirement to fight Conor Benn. Yeah, Eddie will do some shit like Eddie's insane. Eddie's insane. Because I would think Sean Porter would immediately beat the hell out of Conor Benn. But anywho, I just think that a bad matchup for Conor Benn. But Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford being a 50-50 fight. I always thought it should be. I thought Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford must be a 50-50 fight if you want to do the right thing. But the business thing doesn't make for that. Errol Spence this is going to sound bad. Errol Spence will have to show some charity. Errol Spence is a bigger name, right? He pulls in more of a crowd. More people identify with Errol Spence. So it'd have to be 60-40 or whatever, however they split it. But I think the right thing is for it to be 50-50 because the fight isn't the biggest fight in the world as far as the most important fight in the world without both guys. The fight must happen. And for Terrence Crawford to be as great as he is, there should be some appreciation for it. Even from Errol Spence. Errol Spence, my boy. I'm closer to Errol Spence than Terrence Crawford. But what I'm saying is, for Errol Spence, you're not great without Terrence Crawford. See? If you win, you're great because of Terrence Crawford. Because of his career and what he's accomplished. Because of how great he is. Terrence Crawford, first ballot Hall of Famer. But Terrence Crawford doesn't place his stamp without fighting Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford, you need Errol Spence. You say you don't, you need him. You need him. Y'all need each other. It's 50-50. But business-wise, no. And Terrence Crawford must be humble enough to be like, okay, I understand the numbers. Let's go. Terrence Crawford is like the Bernard Hopkins. It's not about how much money you make, it's how much you have. I'm not into everybody's pockets, but Bernard Hopkins wasn't making the money Roy Jones was making. But he got some good money. He spent it differently. He didn't buy, you never saw Bernard Hopkins with a bunch of jewelry and fast cars and stuff like that. Right? He appreciate the dollar. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you have. Terrence Crawford seems to be doing fine. He doesn't walk around with the big chains and stuff like that. Seems to be doing fine, though. Right? Maybe invest this money here, invest this money there. I'm not sure if Terrence Crawford is hurting. But it would be nice if it would be nice. It would be only right if it was 50-50. But that's the way boxing works. For me, it's none of my damn business. I'm just going to scream once the fight is announced. My job is to watch the fight. That's it. The business, haven't been educated on it, no experience in it. I can't even speak on it. I can't. I haven't sat at any table and hashed out a negotiation. Never. Not with fighters, ever. I'm in no place. In no place. Jay Cooley, no war room without me. Bud and his fans spoiled. Never worked for nothing. Funny, boy, you funny as hell. You funny as hell. Biggest troll in the world. Best troll in the world, actually. Let me see. What else we got before we end this? We over the hour. EJ needs the extra for sanction fees, 3 titles, $300K. Okay. That makes sense too. The extra money to, yeah, you can negotiate that. Yeah, that makes sense. He got more stuff to pay out. I think Terrence Crawford will have to pay too, right? Because he needs to pay for the title if he or in carrying, doesn't he get sanction fee? He has to pay sanction fees if he wins, right? Or no, how does that work? Or just to make the fight? Oh, yeah. So if he becomes undisputed, then he'll have to start paying the same. Oh, okay, you're right. So yeah, EJ, he has to, yeah, that makes sense. He needs to negotiate more money in order to cover that. I got you. What else we got? J-Bot, thank you so much, my brother. Let me see. Threeman Thursday. Let me see what else. Jealousy and envy, that's the problem, Bud fans. You just won this. He wants to fight. Everybody, make sure you hit the link. Go over to Relevnt. You'll find Jay Cooley on Relevnt. There's a link in the description box. Go over to Relevnt. We got 1.4K members on Relevnt. Don't forget, you get an opportunity to win a Manny Pacquiao autographed boxing glove if you're a Relevnt member and you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Tomorrow is Facts Friday. I should have a little special video for you guys tomorrow. I think it's going to be funny. ShowBizz The Adult. I'll be working on it tomorrow, though. Hopefully, I'll put it out tomorrow. Saturday, I'm doing a live stream. Danny Swift Garcia, his fight against Benavidez, and Nunes versus Pena. I'm gonna say this about Danny Swift Garcia. I think when we talk about Threeman Thursdays, I think it was Danny Swift Garcia that ended Keith one time Threeman's career. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And like I said, Thurman, he's still active, but I think his career was pretty much over after Danny Swift Garcia. That's the Black Two Sugars. Let me see what you have to say. Oh, thank you so much. That takes you, the link tree in the description box takes you to all my social media, to all of my platforms, busr.com/showbiz, all those things, a place to bet. I would like to know who you guys bet on, Pena or Nunes. Let me know tomorrow. ShowBizz The Adult. I'm out. Great stream as usual. Thank you so much, Ronnie.